Hey guys, Omar here, and look at this picture. And this one. What about this? All terrible, right? But wait, 50 years, and they might be considered works of art. Now, welcome to the little rabbit hole I've been going down the last couple of hours. Vernacular photography. What is vernacular photography? Well, I'll tell you. Vernacular photography, photos that are more for purpose than for aesthetics. So if you look at the definition from the Museum of Modern Art, they say purpose. So snapshots, scientific photographs. Number two are snapshots that capture everyday life. It could be old family photos, it could be people, it could be locations. So that's number two. We'll talk about that in a second. Number three, snapshots of the mundane. So these could be memories. You take a picture to remember your living room, for example. And this is where I started to get interested in vernacular photography because of number four that I wrote down here, which is my favorite part of vernacular photography, is the unintentional art. Let me explain. No time. Let me sum up. Now, from what I've seen going down this vernacular rabbit hole, it seems that some people that are interested in this genre will find an old box of photographs and go through it and sort of look at this old slice of life. Now, don't get me wrong. Finding a box of pictures and seeing, someone's old wood veneer brown living room, it seems kind of fun, and I get it. Looking back at old photographs, old families, people you don't know, there's definitely an interest in that. But the part that got me was, again, this unintentional art, where a complete amateur takes an interesting picture but does not mean to. Especially for me, as someone who obsesses over lighting, composition, subject in my photographs, it's great. I just love the romantic idea of someone not knowing what they're doing, taking a photograph, and it having, in the future, some kind of conversation around it. And I think there's something wonderful about this. And this is the part of vernacular photography that I kind of wanted to talk about in this video, that maybe we can go through our old photographs and predict what might become, let's say, trash to treasure. So as a little experiment, I tried to find some vernacular photographs in this category, the unintentional art, in my old phone photographs. Now, this is really hard for me, because as a pro and as someone who's good, it's really hard to find bad photos that are good. You get what I'm saying? And you can maybe chime in the comments on what you're thinking or what you have or yada yada. Okay, here's an example. Triple caramel crunch, people. Now, this means nothing to anyone, but in our family, if they saw this picture, whoa, they would know exactly what's going on. See, years ago when the kids were little, we went on a Ben & Jerry's tour in Vermont, and the flavor of the day that we got to try was triple caramel crunch. We loved it. We bought it all the time, and then it's disappeared. Let me know if they sell it where you are. Triple caramel crunch, we can't find it anywhere, and it just lives in our memory. But so this photograph is from 2016, almost 10 years ago, and I took a picture, I think, when I finally found it in a supermarket. We were looking for it everywhere, and I took a picture to remember, hey, we found it.
There you go.
I don't know if it's going to be a work of art, but that's an example of where an image has so much meaning to the person who took it, but in 50 years, no one will know that story. And there's something wonderful about that too, is when you see a photograph, you maybe create your own stories, or you can maybe try to decipher, and there's something fun about the mundane. Here's a picture of, I don't know why I took this picture, but it's of my workstation, or my mess, and there's a lot of lens caps because I throw them everywhere. But if I didn't know me, and I saw this picture, I at least would look around, and you could see there's some books on the floor. Yeah, this is just a nothing photograph, but maybe there's a story here. Yeah, that I'm a slob. Okay, here's one I took of my car parked next to another car. For no reason that it's like twins. But again, it makes you kind of stop and think, why? Why are they the same? That kind of thing. Okay, here's some weird guy with a slipper on And, you know, this, if you saw this on a wall, you could pretty much decipher what's going on with all the clues in the photograph. It's a doctor's office. There's a poster of feet. There's a foot with a slipper. There's a little drawer open with things. So this is the example of where it's the mundane, but you can maybe start telling stories looking at the mundane. I think I sprained my ankle or something. Now this toilet. This toilet I know the story of. When I see it, I know exactly what's going on. This is my daughter. My daughter did this as a little bit of a prank, and so I took a picture of it. But if someone found this years from now, they would find it at least amusing, but they wouldn't know the backstory of it, which is endearing. And this one is my son. This I found too on the phone, and it's just a picture of a mask. We all know what it's about. And so I think there's a little bit of interest in that photograph, at least as a memory. We'll call it blueberries. Blueberries I found this on my phone. I didn't know if I took it or my kid took it. But again, it's nothing but something. Again, these are the little things that irk and scratch and make our brains and the artistic side of the human spirit move. Whether something is good, if it's art, if it's not art. And I always find interest in that when I look at stuff. Like, for example, this is a bathroom in Costa Rica, and it doesn't say men there, it says man. So the best part of vernacular photography is my favorite. It's a contrast to fine art photography, because fine art photography is hard enough, and there's intent, and there's planning. And the beauty of the vernacular is something that has become art with little effort, with little knowledge, unintention, and I just find that's fantastic. So let me know what you guys think. I'll see you next time. Oh, go through your phone and look for vernacular and see if you found anything. Let me know in the comments. Bye!